first video. Before I get started on the detail in the spirit and all that on the word of what the title of the video is, I just want to give you guys the title of the video and something that God wanted me to share with you guys. These words that are dropped into my spirit are definitely words that have taken and helped me in so many seasons and many years of my life. And I can say that it's nobody but God. And I'm so appreciative of God giving me the strength and the power to do this so many years ago. So now I can give it to the next person in kingdom, and I can give it to the next person to do in love with him. When God gave me this word, he wanted me to say that, Angel, you are like a bird, because he wanted me to let you know that you are an angel and you are angelic and you are everything that the earth needed from heaven. All those good things. And I'm so excited to share all this with you guys because the revelation with it is like fire, and I'm super excited to share with you guys the fire and all of it. Yeah, and he gave me more confirmation just now in the fire because I stopped the video and started this one over because I was sitting here and I was getting ready to share everything with you guys, and I got distracted looking out the window, and I was kind of just looking out the window, and I didn't think that was something I wanted to share in a first video, like panning off and out the window and just looking off into space. It looked like it was a fire over in the convenience store parking lot, it looked like, and there were flames and busting out in smoke, and I could see that, and I know that the flame was kind of high because of the color of the smoke, and I could only think, dang, this word is like fire. And to see that is just nothing but confirmation. But I hope everything is okay over there. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to share with you guys. I did want me to share with you guys awareness and confidence, and this is something that he shared with me maybe 2 weeks ago. And this awareness and confidence was not just awareness in the physical realm of things, but also in the spirit, because God is wanting us and his people, as kingdom people, to become aware in the spirit, because he's needing us to be confident right now. He's needing us to know and entrust in all that he's doing. So I think that's something that he's placed on my spirit. So now let's just get into what the sticky notes mean and how I do the sticky notes on a daily or throughout my day. So I'll get a sticky note and I will write down the word that God placed on my spirit, whether that's just, for example, generosity. If God placed me to want to just be generous in this next few days or this today or this season, but that's something he wanted me to write down. I'll take a Sharpie and I'll take an empty blank sticky note and I'll write that word down. I'll date it at the bottom right hand corner, and I will place that in my window, and at some point your window will become filled with all these sticky notes from different colors, and you'll see and vision all of what God has done. So when doing these things, I think it's just beautiful to see the trajectory and how God is changing things in your life when you are writing things down. And whether you're journaling, sticky noting, which is something that I love to do. I don't know if that's new, but that's something that I love to do with him. Today I want to get into the word. The word, again, this video is titled, Angel, You're Like a Bird. And when God gave me this word, it was fire, and it's still fire. So I want to start off with sharing what he gave me prior to the vision. That God said, like a bird, free, like a bird, no worries, like a bird, head on a swivel. And when he gave me this, I had just came up and was sitting in a chair here and was kind of like not in the best of moods, but I was definitely still having a good day because I was getting ready to start incorporating God into my day. Like I knew my day was going to be okay. When I was sitting in my window, I can see from looking from afar the roof of my house on a different level that's lower towards like the living room area there from this window that in the room that I'm in now. And I see this bird. I get drawn back to the time of a tree and birds that I just remember sitting and flying through, and I'm like, dang, they're so free. Like, birds just really don't have to worry. But as I'm sitting and looking at this bird on the roof, the bird is actually the only bird on the roof at the time. Funny. But with him being the only bird on the roof, he was looking in every direction. His head was going left, right, backwards. He was just watching his surroundings. And as I was thinking, like, dang, he looking everywhere. That's what I said to myself in my mind, like, exactly like that. I'm like, dang, he looking everywhere. And from that like moment forward, God completely just out my whole thought process in that moment of why and how I was looking at that bird, just looking around. He said, no, that bird is like you. You're like that bird. I said, what? And then that's when God made me get up and grab a sticky note for the day and write down like a bird free, like a bird no worries, like a bird head on a swivel. I said, okay, God, I need confirmation immediately, because I'm just one of those people. I don't know about you. I don't know about nobody else but me. I'm one of those people with God. I need confirmation. So I go and I grab my Bible immediately, and I'm like, God, I need a word to just like, yeah, like just talking to him quick. And I'm like, God, I need a word. God sent me and said Ezekiel 1:11, right? So I went to Ezekiel 1:11. Ezekiel 1-11 reads, but Ezekiel 1:11 reads, such were their faces. They each had 2 wings spreading out upward, each wing touching that of the creature on either side, and each had 2 other wings covering its body. Excuse me. So when I read that, I immediately knew God was literally talking about angels when he spoke of the wings and like how everything was being described. It was nothing but angelic description. So from there, being described to a bird, to then describing a bird angelically, God, what are you getting at? What are you getting at? Like, I was really confused, but I was really not confused. My physical self wanted to be so confused in that moment, but God literally picked me up out of that drought and that sadness, because it's not him, and he literally shifted and changed it all and just showed me the visions of me being angelic and us being angelic going into the season of 2025.
And I pray for the strength to be courageous. Dear Lord, have mercy on me. Wash my